Hey, Danny K, come to you from Danny K Gym and Wellness. Today's tip and an announcement. So, first of all, the tip. Well, let me just say this. I'll go back. So, first of all, I'm just gonna put it out there. I've been thinking about it. Right now, I think I'm gonna take a few months off of training, off of working out, off of eating right. I'm tired of doing all this. It's a lot of work, as you all know. It is so much work. Still gonna own the gym. I'm not going to work out. I might still take on a couple of clients, but the gym's gonna be open, obviously, definitely. Training, I might lessen, but definitely I'm not gonna work out anymore. I'm not going to eat right anymore. I'm just gonna see how I feel in a couple of months. Maybe that'll regenerate me, rejuvenate me, recharge me, get a little bit more energy or something like that, and maybe I'll start to feel like I want to work out again and feel like I want to eat right and all that stuff. So let's just see how the next couple of months go. So with that said, April Fool, just kidding. That is never gonna happen. Never. Still gonna eat right, still gonna work out, still, of course, got the gym, still gonna train and kick people's ass. I'm just kidding. I don't know. It's April Fool's, right? So you gotta do an April Fool's joke. So how many of you fell for that? How many of you fell for that? And Christina, you just missed it. You gotta go back. Katie, you have to go back and listen to the first part of my video. It's very important. So it's important. It's a very, very special announcement. So anyway, back to the tip. Carbs, are carbs the enemy? No, they're not, okay? There are good carbs and there are bad carbs. However, and so all of the good carbs, you need to, eat the good carbs, obviously. Stay away from the bad carbs. Do you... Oh my gosh, people are on like a texting binge. The bad carbs, you can eat them, as I've always said, moderation, not deprivation, okay? So, bad carbs like bread and rice and pasta and cheese, all of that, you know what I mean? But there are better choices out of those bad carbs, or not so good carbs, or whatever. So you got the wheat, whole grain breads, brown rice, sweet potatoes versus white potatoes. So all of the white, bleached, enriched kind of like crap, that stuff definitely stay away from. So if you're wanting bread, choose like the wheat bread. If you're wanting rice, and portion sizes, obviously, do not go hog wild. But, portion sizes of rice. So if you want rice, do brown rice instead of white rice. So make the smarter choices and do not deprive yourself of those, what I call bad carbs. I call them bad carbs because they tend to hold stuff here, okay? So if you're trying to get rid of the belly, trying to lose weight, trying to lose body fat, those are the things that you want to stay away from. And when I do a meal plan for people, my avoid list is bread, rice, pasta, cheese, milk, sugar, soda, alcohol, red meat. So they're avoid, not ixnay. So, you eat them a little bit, but make the smarter choices out of those bad things that you're supposed to avoid. Now, on the other side, good carbs, like I said, from the good from the bad is brown rice, wheat bread, even wheat pasta, sweet potatoes versus the white potato, but, doing that in the portion size. So that is on the good side of carbs. But again, you don't do that every single day, right? And the good carbs, good carbs are, like you've got your oatmeal. That's a very good carb. And of course, all your veggies, fruits, those are carbs. No, they're not. They're veggies. They're fruits. There's 3 categories of food: protein, fats, and carbs. And if a fruit or vegetable is not a protein and it's not a fat, then it's a carb, okay? So it's good carbs. So you've got your good carbs, you got your bad carbs, you've got your smarter choices in your bad carbs, and even with the bad carbs, even with the bad choices of the bad carbs or the not so good carbs, if you're doing that in moderation, and again, not every single day, that kind of thing, maybe once a week, once every couple of weeks, or once when you get that craving. Because the big thing is, what happens is most people, they say, I'm never going to eat the carbs again. First of all, you need carbs. And again, like I've said, the good carbs versus the bad carbs. And then within the bad carbs, there are good choices, okay? So you need carbs. Carbs are, you know, your energy. Carbs transports the protein to the muscle. You know, I mean, there's so many different things that carbs do. You know, they give you, you know, kind of the full feeling, you know. But again, the better choices out of the not so good choices, you know, but you need carbs. And if you deprive yourself of something, anything, especially carbs, your body is going to go into a deprivation. So you're going to, you know, feel like you're craving something. So the less you eat of carbs, even when, you know, you're eating salads and fruits and veggies and all that stuff over here, and of course you're getting your protein in too. You know, your white meats, you know, anything that swims or flies, you know, doing all that good stuff. But sometimes we feel like, you know, hey, I want a slice, you know, I want a sandwich, or I want a potato, or I do want some rice, or I do want some pasta. So you're making the smarter choices, and allow yourself that. Because if you don't, if you're staying over here stuck on veggies, fruits, salads, you know, all this stuff, and never allowing yourself to have any of this, you're going to crash, and you're going to have cravings, and you're going to shove shit in your mouth and all that stuff. So, you know, and, you know, Christina, I've done a meal plan for her. She's one of the people I see. You know, so anybody that's done a meal plan for me can vouch for me when I say, allow yourself. So, you know, don't do it all the time, but, you know, eat on your meal plan, do the fruits and the veggies and the, you know, the salads and, you know, and all that good stuff, all that clean eating. But when you feel like you want bread, then, you know, like I always say, like a smart choice, you know, if you're out and about and whatever, you go to Subway. You know, go to Subway, get your 6-inch, not a full foot, you know, get the 6-inch, get a half, you know, get them to dig the bread out, you know, so you're saving some bread carbs there. Get the wheat, you know, get the smarter choice, you know, and then, of course, double the meat. You know, so, and that might be, you know, like once, like maybe let's just say I get that today, okay? But I won't have that the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day. Just when you feel the urge of, you know, oh, I'm craving bread, or oh, I'm craving, you know, rice. Give yourself that. You're eating this over here, doing all the good salads, fruits, veggies, you know, the lean meats, you know, and all that stuff. You're doing everything good, you know, but then you have that little craving of, I want some rice. Brown rice, I'm going to have a portion size of it, and you're good, right? So but when you say, no, I can't have it, no, I can't have it, no, I can't have it, eventually you're going to crash. Your body's going to say, yeah, you're going to have it, and you're going to shove everything in your mouth because you're starving. You're depriving, not starving in that sense, but you're starving, you're depriving yourself, your body, of certain things that it needs. So that's what cravings are. So when we're eating good and clean and healthy and stuff like that, you know, and if we're not getting, and if we're trying to stay away from what I put on my avoid list, if you're trying to stay away from those things, then of course, you know, you're going to have, and I do it too, like, you know, every now and then. And, you know, some of my Facebook followers will see that, you know, I go to Subway and I got my, you know, got a sub or something. But again, it's wheat. I get them to dig as much bread out as they possibly can. And I get double turkey, the carved turkey. So it's real, you know. Watch, you know, I get all my veggies on there and everything. And I do a little bit of, you know, dressing, not a lot. You know, just enough, you know, and when you do that, you're avoiding it for the most part, but you're not, and it's moderation. So when you're doing it maybe once every 2 weeks, or, you know, twice a month, or, you know, whatever it might be, you know, you're allowing yourself that. You're not allowing yourself to, you know, just crash completely, because crashing is horrible. You know, you're going to go like on a 2, 3, 4 binge eating day. Okay. So, you know, give yourself, you know, definitely you need the carbs. Carbs are not enemies, but the overeating of the carbs are enemies, you know, of the bad carbs, you know. Overeating anything, you know, it's calories in, calories out. So if you're putting more calories in your body than what you're burning, expending, then you're going to gain weight, you know. And if you're, you know, putting, you know, crap stuff in your body, then you're going to feel lethargic and, just that lack of energy, tired. You're not going to see the results of what you want to see. You're not going to have the energy to do what you want to do in the gym to get the results, So it's all like this snowball effect. So, eat clean, do all your good clean, carbs, and then, here and there, implement those, bad carbs and try and make smarter choices out of the bad carbs. Like for me, I do a cheat day. Tomorrow, thank God, is my cheat day. I don't recommend doing a cheat day for every single person. I'm where I want to be. I'm maintaining. So one cheat day is not, one cheat day after, like all week of eating good and clean and getting all my workout in, all my, the Tabatas, the cardio, the weights, doing all of that stuff, that's my reward. That's my payday. If you're trying to see results, if you're trying to get to that point, you're not maintaining, you're shooting for goals, weight loss, body fat loss, whatever it might be, yet you have to not have a whole complete cheat day and watch that maybe it's only, like a cheat meal once a month, or maybe a cheat meal twice a month, or, like a cheat dessert, or, something like that. Allow yourself, always allow yourself the bad carbs, but try and get the better choices of the bad carbs so you don't feel so, oh God, I just screwed up, kind of thing. So allow yourself that, allow yourself some cheat here and there, but it's not all the time, and it's not every day, especially if you have goals. It's not not every day, every week. It's not every week that you should be doing that, okay? Because you have goals. You're trying to get somewhere. So, just like, if you're going to school, you don't always, you don't always have a test, but you're always studying for that test. And then after the test, you might have a little celebration or whatever, but you don't always have a test every week. You don't always have a test every day. So you don't cheat every day, and I look at, my cheat day as my payday, my reward, my payday. So when you go to work, you work all week and then you get paid. You work all week, then you get paid. Some people only get paid, every 2 weeks. So once the money's out, you're done. So you budget your money all through the week, and then if you have anything left over, then you spend a little bit. So that's kind of like what I do with my, meals and stuff. I eat good and clean, and I always tell people too, if they're coming up on a cheat day, whether it's the once a month kind of thing, or once every 2 weeks, or whatever, and they're not doing a cheat day, they're doing a cheat meal or a cheat dessert or something like that. If you haven't done your work, your homework, if you haven't worked, then you don't get it. So you must make sure, and it's the honor system. You have to do that yourself, and cheat or reward, could be, you can't get your nails done or whatever for, unless you've done all your workout for 2 weeks, and then you can get your nails done. Kind of reward yourself, That's another way. Ooh, a tip inside of a tip. Wow. That's another thing to kind of keep you motivated into eating healthy, into, working out, give yourself that reward. And it doesn't necessarily have to be food reward. It can be, what you like, a massage, once a month get a massage if you've done all your work, or all your work, you're working out and eating clean. So different ideas, different things, but back to like the real tip, carbs are not the enemy. So please give yourself some carbs. Definitely know that all the fruits and the veggies and all that are carbs. They're good carbs. But sometimes you do need, and give yourself that. If you're gone a week and a half, 2 weeks, and you're like, oh my God, I could use some rice. Get some rice. Do a portion size, half a cup of brown rice or something like that. Just give yourself enough to kind of take the edge off, because if you keep denying and depriving, you're going to have that craving, and it's going to be there, and it's going to be shoving stuff in your face, okay? So stay in tune, stay informed, stay motivated. DaniKGymandWellness.com. Bye.